We're ready to start. Welcome to the 2025 Ron and Fran Mawaka Employee of the Year Awards. We have a packed house here in Hudson, a packed parking lot as well, a packed office in California, and many more employees connected that are fully remote. We have so much to celebrate here today. The organization has seen great success, and we have plans for continued growth and success. And it's because of the commitment and dedication of our employees that we're here today, and that's why we're celebrating the outstanding performance of so many of you here today. We are proud of our employees and thankful for all the hard work you guys put in and day out. So we're going to start by hearing from Scott Mawaka, our chairman of the board. Then we're going to hear from Fran Mawaka, who is our founder, and Claude Nolte, who is one of his initial partners in starting this organization. And then we'll go into the awards. So, without further ado, Scott Mawaka.
Hi everybody, I am Scott Mawaka, as Allison said, and I know I have not met many of you, which just amazes me. I'm going to try to be brief, so for me that means I'm guessing 40, 50 minutes, an hour. Ron and Fran Mawaka are my mom and dad. Dad is my mentor, my hero. Give a little background. This company started in 1986. I was a senior in high school. Many of you have heard this, so I'll be brief on this part. Started in my bedroom with a big map that's hanging on our wall somewhere, and Dad and his partners sitting around it with an ashtray and a cloud of smoke. Come home from school every day. They're all in there puffing away, putting push pins into a map. And shortly thereafter, probably my freshman year of college, our first office was about the size of this open space. And I remember my dad and Myron and one of his other partners, Bob, in there. There was a door. It was like a door off a hanger with two filing cabinets underneath it. That was our desk. And my job was to take these little marketing flyers. They were the postcard size because they were cheap. You could get away for like 5 cents, and I would sort postcards for them. That was probably close to employee number 3 or 4, whatever would be behind you guys. Unpaid, of course, but times have changed. Worked for the company through school, out of school for a few years. Dad threw me out, went to Liberty Mutual, got a real job outside of the family umbrella, did well, built my confidence, my sense of independence. Dad brought me back in '98. We were moving from his original vision, which was rental car replacement in a very niche world I won't bore you with. And we started to move into the products of claims management. That is a big part of our program today. My job was to come back and sell that. When I arrived then, in March of '98, we had 21 employees. I think we got more than that right at this table right now. And we did $10 million in receipts, total receipts. That's like a billing number. Wow, we are pushing receipts this year just shy of 5 million, or 500 million in receipts, and may exceed that. We'll see how things go, but just blows me away. I saw a payroll report just the other day, 494 employees. So, holy mackerel. The numbers, I know you can't share that perspective with me on many of your cases. Many of you can. I also saw an anniversary report last week with it had to have 10 or 15 people with 5+ years of tenure. And I know our board upstairs, with all of our tenured employees, we're talking about a second wall now because we have dozens moving into 50+ moving into the 5-year category. Thank you for that. You all have choices, and I know we all have days where we're sick of our job, me included, and it's hard, and you want to understand what options there are for you out there, and sometimes there might be a good option out there for you. Sometimes it might be grass is greener, but all those people chose to stay for one reason or another, and we don't get this done without you. I appreciate that very much. It also means I'm getting old. So, unfortunately, my continued amazement with growth and these tenure elements are also just a function of my own age. COVID in 2020, was it 2020? 2020. We were in the process of deciding we were building this building. As a matter of fact, we had decided, and we're just about to start construction when March hit and everything stopped. I don't know how many employees we'd have. I'm going to say about 225, because I think we originally had planned to build this building with a whole nother third section up front where all the beautiful lawn is. And with COVID, we not only stalled construction, but then we chose to pare back on the building. Might have been a mistake now. But at the time, it was for our own financial security. With COVID, we lost half of our entire business in a matter of 3-4 months. And I made a very difficult decision not to let go of anybody. And we didn't let go of anybody, period. We got down to a point where I think Allison and I were talking about there was 1 or 2 months left where we could responsibly handle that, losing money. And things changed. We finally moved through. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm very grateful because so many of you might not have been here, or it would have just been terrible on both sides, right? I have no more interest in seeing anybody let go than you want to lose a decent job. So anyway, COVID was an interesting period, but part of my point there was it was 225 employees. We are at 500. We have doubled in essentially 4 years, and that was even after losing half of our business. That's just amazing. Thank you again. I mean, I didn't do all that work. And we're not done. We are currently in the process of significant hiring. We have committed new business that we're hiring for, and we are very excited and anticipating further substantial growth as we move into the end of the year and the beginning of next year. It's going to get bigger. We have a tough task in front of us. I need those people with tenure to be the leaders that you become in this organization to help everybody else. Integrate into the role, know what it means to be best in practice, know what it means to be a part of this culture. It's a special place. You get 500 people in the room, it's not for everybody. There will be some that go, some that won't care for it. But as we've proven, there will be a lot that will find a home here. Find your professional home here. I'll be proud to have you be part of that family if you choose to stay, and I'm grateful for those that have. Real quick before I finish, best practice. I talk about it all the time. My role right now really comes down to working with the leadership on what's next for our company. And our priorities haven't changed a ton. I'm young, I'm driven, we're talented, we have great leadership. We make mistakes, don't get me wrong. I know you can pick on us, and you should. But we're going to continue to drive. And we're going to drive growth that fits within the integrity of our performance and who we are. And we're going to do it profitably. I refuse to lose money. I refuse to stay status quo. If you are not changing, you're falling behind. We will change. Get on the ride, or maybe this isn't your place. It can be a ride. Right, Megan? No?
That's right.
It is a ride. But it's a fun ride, and it's going to be challenging, and it's going to be a sense where some days it's going to feel like, holy mackerel, the pipeline never stops. But what, you want it to? You want to sit there and be bored and just turning the same nut on the same screw all the time? This isn't that place. I can't live that way. I think our leadership group is on board. We're going to grow. And our investment has never changed. It's in technology and people. We will invest in you. We will invest in our systems, because that's what makes us who we are. And today is a celebration of you. I can't say enough how grateful I am for you. I didn't do the work you did. All I do is create a path and drive and expect quality. Expect it from yourself. You've heard me in this room before say, you wake up, you make a choice. I'm going to make a difference, or I'm going to roll over. I am not a rollover guy. I'm going to wake up and try my very best to do the next right thing. And for me, the next right thing is to grow and give back. And I'm going to do that every day. And if you're interested in that, stay on for the ride. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everybody that's going to win today. Everybody's going to win today in one way or another. If nothing else, you get free lunch. And you got to hear me talk, which is so cool. Anyway, my dad founded this company in 1985. He created a niche business for a rental car company in the mid-'80s. Decided for whatever reason, maybe he'll share at that point in time, he wanted to take this risk. Put his house on the line, everything about our family at risk, gathered intelligent people that helped support him financially and professionally, and built the ground for us. And here's where we are, and I'd like to introduce him to speak to you now. My dad, Fran Mawaka.
Joe Biden now, I'm forgetting everything. Anyhow, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
I'm having trouble.
Closer to your mouth.
Closer to my mouth.
There you go.
Talk about a large group of people that started in 286 square feet. He gave this too much credit. That's what the size of her office was. A door on top of 2 cabinets, 2-drawer cabinets, and a chair that we found, and that was the beginning. That was the beginning, okay. If I had to sing, I would lose in this business, because you have to be like Adele. Well, at any rate, we started that way, and the idea was to provide service that would compete directly with a company that we ultimately became such a big part of, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We were concerned that the only opportunity in rental was if you used Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and that's what all the customers thought. So I started this company with the belief that there were smaller, mid-sized, tertiary marketed companies that could provide excellent service. Some cases I was wrong, but it worked. It worked, and we were able to provide this means of championing these smaller companies. And it was, as Scott like just said a few minutes ago, it was a ride. I mean, it was bumpy. Let me think of this now. In 1987, January of 1987, in 86 we started our company with $52,000 raised from my business partners, Claude and Myron Zadoni, who's not here but cherished, and a few others, one who has passed away and one who went away. But we were down to $2,000. $2,000 left for ultimate bankruptcy. and I got a call from the girls at Quaker Oats. And they said, Ron, you're not going to believe this, but we need 600 cars. We just bought a company called Golden Grain. We need 600 cars for 6 months each minimum. Some of them went 7, 8 months. After that, we never, ever looked back because the sales process kept going along, and we were able to build off that. They let us, succeed in a way, but looking at this room, I guess we must have done a few things right. Now, I wanted to single out a couple people here that started with us in some manner less than an executive. And I'm going to mention exact names. The first one, first and foremost, is Allison Lanzolata. Allison came to me and I interviewed her, and I had the belief that she was a whiz kid. I said, this girl's special. And I had some people that were under me but would be over her. Boy, they met her, they didn't want her. I fought a battle, and finally I said, hey, I don't give a damn what you think, I'm hiring her. She's now president. Story in and of itself. We had an intern we heard from Cleveland State. She's probably 18 years old. And, she was kind of, I hate to use the word ballsy, but she was ballsy. And today, she's a director of subrogation. Megan Aloisi. Great job with us all these years. Another person who I'd like to point out, Kurt Berry. Now, Kurt started, you can applaud if you want. Kurt started with us working in the reservations department. Today, he's heavily involved in the artificial intelligence management of our company, the programming and all. So, another person who just started at the bottom. Finally, the biggest contribution of all was Jeff Bonchek. Jeff Bonchek gave up a very promising career as a gigolo to I have never in my life seen a salesman who goes out on a call to one of the largest companies in the United States, comes back with orders. Now, this business is a business of long relationship building. I went out with Jeff, and he's coming back with a handful of orders. It was amazing. It was just amazing. And that company was LabCorp, and he's done a magnificent job with it. And so he's moving on. But he's staying with us, don't get me wrong, but he's in greener pastures, so to speak. Okay, so I promise, by the way, the little story I told you, after all these years of the same story of our growth and how we were founded and everything like that, Stuart could tell you that story now. He's in it for about 15 years in a row. Am I right, Stuart? But so thank you for your service and your commitment to our company. So I wanted to finish this up so they can get on with the awards. I want to remind you all that in 2 days, June 6th, 1944, was the invasion of Normandy. On Friday, take a moment to just say a little prayer for those brave men and women that died in the invasion 2,800 the first day, killed. Some as young as 15 soldiers. So, I don't want to make this maudlin, but remember that this is why you're here. Why you're not speaking German today. That's it, that simple. And I was only 2 years old, not quite, a year and 11 months when they invaded. But my brothers remembered it very well. And a lot of boys from our town were killed and whatnot. So, this is why Scott and Fran and I are so involved with the Tunnel of Towers. Somebody has to care about these kids. Thank you all. It was great speaking with you again. God bless you all, and thank you for your involvement in this company, and hope that maybe someday you can discover something just as good and tell us to stuff it.
Well, I want to tell you all it's an honor and a privilege to have been a part of, used to be Rental Concepts, the name changed to Fleet Response, and I was there from the very beginning up in Scott's bedroom, but I wasn't smoking. These other guys were giving me second-class smoke, as they say. So I wanted to tell you just a little story about Ron in his younger days and how he grew forward. And he would tell me stories of him and Eddie and John where, they were kind of in a rough stage of life where they didn't have a lot, So they would take bottles of Heinz ketchup, add water to it, and make tomato soup, and they'd eat bologna and things like that. So that was in his younger days. Fast forward about 50 years, I see this U-Haul truck pull up in front of my house, and here's the Mawaka family moving into the house across the street from me. And he had gotten transferred from an insurance company and had started working there. And then a few years later, he got an opportunity to go with a company called Jiffy Car Rental. And he went there and did very well. I got really jealous of him because one day he comes home with a Lincoln Continental. So, that didn't sit well with me, but I got to drive it, so it was okay. And so he got this opportunity to do that, and he was a little disgruntled because of the management and the way that he was treated, I think. And he said, I've got a better idea. So one day he says, Claude, come on over. And we went up to Scott's room, and he said, I want you to be a part of this, and I want you to be an investor. And I said, okay, we'll do that. So we did that, and it was rough times from the beginning. And I would, we were across the street, we watched hockey games together, we visited back and forth all the time. And then finally, they got the office going, him and Myron and Bob, and I didn't work at the company, but I was just an investor. I worked for a manufacturer's rep at the time. And so I'd see him and I'd say, how you doing? Because he didn't have any money. He was pretty much broke. And I said, what'd you have for lunch today? He said, well, I had tomato soup and Thuringer. I said, okay. And I'd check back the next couple days. I'd say, Ron, how you doing? He said, doing okay. I had tomato soup and orange and some bologna today. So I said, okay, all right. So things have changed since then. And I don't know if he's eating tomato soup anymore. He's probably eating steak. But because of that, our friendship just grew and grew over 45 years now. So we really enjoyed it. And Ron, I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I got some ketchup so you can Thank you all. It's been a real privilege. It's been a real ride. And my picture's still in the front wall, so I must be in good shape. Thank you all. Allison? Yeah. I don't understand. I've known her for years and years and years, and she keeps getting younger looking all the time. I don't get it. It must be in the water.
So hopefully you guys heard a little about the perseverance, the passion, the hard work that all three of them who just spoke put into this organization. And it continues on with each of us as we do that day in and day out. This award, the Ron and Fran Mawaka Employee of the Year Award, is all about recognizing that perseverance, that hard work, the character, and the caring. I think you guys have heard me talk a lot about our culture and who we are and how we're different from our competitors is that culture of caring. Caring about how we do with our work performance. We care about others around us at the organization. We care about our clients, and we care about our community. So all of those things together are what make us different and make us who we are. You're going to hear most of the nominations talk about that time and time again, about that extra effort and that care that these winners today have for their team and their clients and those around them. So I want to remind you that each department winner is going to receive $2,500. That's awesome. And the overall Employee of the Year winner gets $10,000. Now, before I begin, I want to have the following people either stand up or raise your hand if you're already standing. Kurt Berry, Natalie Scott, Angela Scusa, Zach Gatella, Blanca Mars, Stuart Braun, Kelly Long, and Lori Fleshman. These are our prior Employee of the Year winners. We started this in 2015. Now, anyone that won a department award, please stand or raise your hand. And if you're in California, do the same thing. These are our department winners from prior years. All right. Now we're going to begin the awards. I'm going to start with call center.
Yeah.
This employee is one of our most reliable reps. I'm going to read some of the nomination wording that was delivered because it's really important that these individuals hear how those around them perceive them. Okay? Whenever there is something needing to be done, we know we can count on her to help. She's always looking to grow and get extra work. She always gives tasks 100%. The main way she distinguishes herself is her work ethic. This trickles into all aspects of what she does. She consistently demonstrates a willingness to support reps with their questions and provide valuable suggestions for enhancing their performance. She's proactive in completing her tasks ahead of schedule and takes the time to collaborate with other reps, reviewing errors, offering guidance, and helping them move forward. Her contributions are greatly appreciated, and we truly value her.
I'm so proud.
Your award.
Love tortilla.
Those awards are kind of heavy. Don't drop it. The next department that we're going to recognize is Business Development and Accounting. This individual has been here almost 6 years, and he is one of the most helpful BAs, I'm giving it away a little bit, that I've worked with at Fleet Response. He's always available to talk through a ticket, has a good attitude, even when he's extremely busy, which is so appreciated. He always maintains a positive attitude and calm demeanor, no matter how much is going on. He's an asset to Fleet Response, and we appreciate him so very much. She consistently goes above and beyond for everyone. She constantly delivers high-quality work, meets deadlines and expectations without fail. She's proactive, solution-oriented, and has an exceptional ability to manage a high volume of tasks. Her professionalism, teamwork, and strong communication skills make her an invaluable asset to our team. And I can't think of anyone more deserving of this recognition. She's the person to ask all my questions, and she always has the answer or knows how to find it. She's always more than willing to assist on a call or a claim. She truly embodies the spirit of the Employee of the Year. It's incredible how far she will go to help someone in need. I want to emphasize that without her, we wouldn't function as seamlessly as we do. She's extremely valuable, and we want to ensure her dedication and commitment to us and her workload does not go unnoticed. Everyone loves her, and we openly express how helpful and kind she is. Roger Cervenka on our executive leadership team is out there in California on screen for us to see in Ohio. So I'm going to announce the winner, and he's going to present to the winner out there, and we're just going to cheer very loudly from here. This individual has been with the organization for 21 years. She's an outstanding employee whose dedication and expertise in subrogation claims sets her apart. She consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic, taking initiative to ensure claims are handled efficiently and effectively. She's a team player who is always willing to assist colleagues, share her knowledge, and contribute to the team's overall success. Her high level of professionalism, reliability, and problem-solving ability make her an invaluable asset. She not only meets expectations, but consistently exceeds them. She demonstrates a positive attitude toward change, viewing it as an opportunity for growth and learning, rather than a challenge. She shows a strong commitment to expanding her knowledge for the benefit of the department, and additionally, she regularly goes above and beyond to assist with other tasks within her team. Her positive attitude, reliability, and willingness to go above and beyond make her an invaluable asset to the team. The Carrier Subrogation Employee of the Year award winner is Blanca Buscelli. We're on to first party claims. This person has also been with the company for a while, about 12 years. No matter how crazy or frustrating things are, this individual is present and ready. She works hard, really, really hard to keep the account in check and customer happy, and the claims moving, and her team members motivated and ready to handle whatever might come our way. She is the heart and soul of, I'm going to give it away a little bit, United Rentals account. She's a very strong leader, guiding hand, ready for any questions thrown her way, and never hesitates to jump in and help with anything. She puts in the hours, the anxiety, the blood, sweat, and tears, and she does it with heart. He's well trusted and well liked. As priorities change, he not only handles those changes and challenges from a professional level, he does well with keeping the rest of the team on board and in good spirits with those changes. Having him on board and with his problem-solving abilities has been a blessing to this organization. If he's given a problem to debug, he's going to figure it out. He's well respected within our department and always seems to have that team-first mentality. Listening to him in meetings, he's not afraid to speak up, and when he does, people want to listen. He's very personable when working with people, and it's why the team works so well with him leading that team. This is the department where our overall Employee of the Year winner works. All right, this is Subro and Heavy Equipment. She's been here almost 14 years. She's consistently one of the top collectors on the team. She understands the importance of customer service and is able to balance professionalism while still being able to collect on files. She always has a positive attitude and accepts challenges with ease. She has experience in multiple areas, from front desk to mail to collections, claims, and Subro. She has challenged herself to learn new systems, new processes, and grow. She has provided insight into process recommendation for collections and doesn't like to lose. If there is a way to get it done, she's looking for it. She has managed to balance her caseload and make sure the files are worked in a manner that allows for success. Her patient and easygoing demeanor allow her to handle these changes. She doesn't dwell on what's wrong or what went wrong, but focuses on the learning and growth that came from it and how to improve in the future. She's easy to get along with and makes it a point to get to know you. She enjoys interacting with her coworkers. She loves this company, and it comes out in her interactions. She understands that success is not just defined by her own accomplishments, but also the success of others. I'm amazed at the growth she has experienced and her dedication to continuing to grow. Her willingness to try new things has made her successful and will continue to make her successful in any roles she's in. She is truly deserving of this award. So, our 2025 Ron and Fran Mawaka Employee of the Year winner is Jocelyn Davidson.